John Wayne, born Marion Robert Morrison on May 26, 1907, in Winterset, Iowa, was an iconic American actor, director, and producer. He became a symbol of rugged masculinity and is best known for his roles in Western films. Here's an overview of his life and career. John Wayne was raised in Southern California after his family moved there in 1914. As a child, he was given the nickname Duke after his family's dog, and it stuck with him throughout his life. He initially had aspirations of becoming a football star and attended the University of Southern California, USC, on a football scholarship. However, after suffering an injury that ended his athletic career, Wayne left USC and began working as a prop man and extra at Fox Film Corporation. John Wayne's early career was marked by small, often uncredited roles. His big break came in 1930 when director Raoul Walsh cast him as the lead in The Big Trail, a grand-scale Western film. While the film was innovative for its time, it was a box office disappointment, and Wayne spent the next decade starring in low-budget Westerns and B-movies. Wayne's rise to stardom began in 1939 when director John Ford cast him as the Ringo Kid in Stagecoach. This film was a critical and commercial success and made Wayne a household name. Wayne was often cast as the strong, silent type, tough yet moral and principled. His characters were typically lone heroes who embodied the rugged individualism associated with the American West. John Wayne frequently collaborated with some of Hollywood's greatest directors, particularly John Ford, Howard Hawks, and Henry Hathaway. His relationship with Ford was especially notable, as Ford directed some of Wayne's most famous and critically acclaimed films, including The Quiet Man, 1952, which showed Wayne's versatility as an actor, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962. Wayne was known for his conservative political views. He was a staunch patriot, often voicing his support for the U.S. military and traditional American values. In 1960, he directed and starred in The Alamo, a film about the historic 1836 battle, which reflected his sense of American patriotism. In the 1960s, Wayne openly supported the Vietnam War, and his 1968 film The Green Berets reflected his strong pro-military stance. Despite the film's controversy, it was a commercial success. John Wayne was married 3 times: Josephine Alicia Sines, 1933, Esperanza Bauer, 1946, Pilar Palit, 1954. Wayne had 7 children and maintained close relationships with them throughout his life. His eldest son, Michael Wayne, became a film producer, and his other children, Patrick, Ethan, and Isa, also pursued careers in the film industry. Despite his long career, Wayne was often overlooked by the Academy Awards. He finally won the Academy Award for Best Actor in 1970 for his role as Rooster Cogburn in True Grit, 1969. Wayne also received an honorary Oscar in 1979 for his contributions to cinema, just before his death. Wayne was a heavy smoker for much of his life, and in 1964, he was diagnosed with lung cancer, leading to the removal of a lung. Although he survived the surgery, he later developed stomach cancer. After battling illness for several years, John Wayne passed away on June 11, 1979, at the age of 72. Here are brief reviews of 10 of John Wayne's best movies, showcasing his versatility as an actor and his iconic roles in American cinema. The Searchers, 1956, directed by John Ford. Plot: Wayne plays Ethan Edwards, a Civil War veteran on a relentless quest to find his niece, who was abducted by Native Americans. Review: often regarded as one of the greatest Westerns ever made, The Searchers is a deeply complex and emotionally charged film. Wayne delivers one of his finest performances, portraying a flawed, obsessive character grappling with racism and revenge. The film's stunning cinematography and nuanced exploration of moral themes set it apart as a classic. True Grit, 1969, directed by Henry Hathaway. Plot: Wayne stars as Rooster Cogburn, a one-eyed, hard-drinking U.S. Marshal hired by a young girl to track down her father's killer. Review: Wayne's portrayal of the gruff yet lovable Cogburn earned him his first and only Academy Award for Best Actor. True Grit is both thrilling and humorous, with Wayne bringing a rough-around-the-edges charm to the role. The film balances action with character depth, making it a standout in Wayne's career. Red River, 1948. Directed by Howard Hawks. Plot: Wayne plays Thomas Dunson, a ruthless cattle rancher who leads a massive cattle drive but faces mutiny from his adopted son. Review: Red River is a gripping Western epic about power, pride, and family conflict. Wayne shows a darker, more complex side to his typical hero persona, giving a riveting performance as a stubborn, authoritarian figure. The film is filled with tension, strong character dynamics, and stunning cinematography. The Quiet Man, 1952. Directed by John Ford. Plot: Wayne plays Sean Thornton, an American boxer who returns to Ireland and falls in love with a local woman, but faces challenges adjusting to rural Irish traditions. Review: One of Wayne's most charming and romantic films, The Quiet Man is a departure from his usual Western roles. The film is beautifully shot in the Irish countryside and features a delightful mix of humor, romance, and drama. Wayne's chemistry with co-star Maureen O'Hara and his tender portrayal make this a beloved classic. Stagecoach, 1939. Directed by John Ford. Plot: A diverse group of passengers, including Wayne's character, the Ringo Kid, travel across dangerous Apache territory in a stagecoach. Review: Stagecoach catapulted Wayne to stardom and redefined the Western genre. His role as the quiet, noble outlaw established him as a leading man. The film is an exciting blend of action, character study, and social commentary, with dynamic performances and stunning landscapes. Rio Bravo, 1959. Directed by Howard Hawks. Plot: Wayne plays Sheriff John T. Chance, who must defend his town from a powerful gang with the help of a ragtag group, including a drunkard and a young gunslinger. Review: A classic, laid-back Western, Rio Bravo is known for its slow-burn storytelling, memorable characters, and strong camaraderie among its leads. Wayne's Sheriff Chance is cool under pressure, and the film balances humor, action, and suspense effortlessly. It remains a fan favorite for its relaxed, fun tone. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962. Directed by John Ford. Plot: Wayne stars as Tom Doniphan, a tough rancher who helps an idealistic lawyer, played by James Stewart, stand up to a violent outlaw. Review: This film is both a deconstruction of the Western myth and a tribute to it. Wayne's performance as the unsung hero who sacrifices his own happiness for the greater good is poignant and understated. The film explores themes of justice, fame, and the passing of the Old West, making it one of Wayne's most thoughtful works. Fort Apache, 1948. Directed by John Ford. Plot: Wayne plays Captain Kirby York, who clashes with an arrogant new commander, Henry Fonda, at a remote cavalry post near Apache territory. Review: Fort Apache is the first of John Ford's cavalry trilogy and explores military life on the frontier. Wayne's character is calm, competent, and embodies leadership in contrast to Fonda's rigid, flawed leader. The film presents a nuanced view of the U.S. Army's conflicts with Native Americans and questions blind obedience to authority. She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, 1949. Directed by John Ford. Plot: Wayne plays Captain Nathan Brittles, an aging cavalry officer on his last mission before retirement, trying to prevent a war with Native American tribes. Review: Wayne's portrayal of an aging, weary soldier is one of his most touching performances. The film is beautifully shot in Technicolor, with stunning Monument Valley landscapes. She Wore a Yellow Ribbon blends action, humor, and reflection on aging and duty, making it a visually and emotionally resonant film. The Shootist, 1976. Directed by Don Siegel. Plot: Wayne plays J.B. Books, an aging gunfighter diagnosed with cancer who seeks to live out his final days in peace, but is forced into one last confrontation. Review: The Shootist was Wayne's final film, and it poignantly mirrors his real-life battle with cancer. The film is an elegiac Western, meditating on mortality and legacy. Wayne gives a quietly powerful performance, full of grace and dignity, in this fitting conclusion to his illustrious career. John Wayne appeared in over 170 films during his long career, spanning from the 1920s to the 1970s.